The Wooden Railway Originals of Thomas and Friends, Episode 136. Joseph Goes Fishing. Every day, Sir Topham Hatt came to the station to catch his train. "Hello," he would always say to Thomas. "I would like you to go to the docks this afternoon. You have to collect something for the sheds that'll be for the new engines that will be coming soon." "What will be the new engine's name, sir?" asked Thomas. "Wait and see," replied Sir Topham Hatt. "Alrighty then," said Thomas. And Thomas set off to get to work. As Thomas set off to the docks, Joseph arrived at Tidmouth Station. "Ah, Joseph, just the engine that I was looking for," he said. "Yes, it is me, sir. What could I do for you?" "Today, Thomas is going to the docks to bring in some parts for the new sheds that will be for the new engines that will be coming soon. And I need you to look after his passengers as well as your own." "But I only have 2 coaches behind me. How will I carry Thomas's passengers as well as my own?" "You can use an extra coach," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Yes, sir," said Joseph, and he set off. A couple of hours later, Joseph went back to the station to collect his coaches. He soon coupled up to them, and he waited for Lady to arrive with an extra coach. "Here you go, Joseph," said Lady. And Lady went back to do her work. As Lady left, Joseph had to wait for Percy with his passengers and Thomas's passengers. And Joseph soon heard Percy that moment. "Good morning, Joseph," said Percy. "Morning, Percy," said Joseph. And as soon as and Thomas's passengers were on board the coaches, which Joseph had, the conductor blew his whistle and Joseph was set off. As Joseph steamed along the line, he always looked forward to something special, the sight of the river, as he went over the street. retire bridge, he would see people fishing. He would always wanted me to stay and watch. But his driver said no. What would Sir Topham Hatt say if we were late? Every time Joseph went back to Tibet, he would tell the other engines that he wanted to fish. But they all had the same answer. Engines don't go fishing. Silly stick in the mud, said Joseph to himself. One day sometimes he would usually take an order at the station by the river. But the water tower was out of order. Botheration, he said. I'm thirsty. Never mind, Joseph, said his driver. We'll get some water from the river. They soon arrived, and the driver had a bucket and threw it into the river. So they had to fill it and empty it into Joseph's tank as quickly as they could, several times over. They finished at last. That's better, he said. And then it happened. As Joseph slowed down, steam began hissing from the safety valve in an alarming way. Oh dear, he said. I feel so weak. The driver pulled the lever and struggled on. I've got such a pain. I got such a pain, Joseph hissed. As Joseph arrived at the station, and the driver kept on easing him, and Joseph would struggle on, was still fixing first, went on to a siding right out of the way. And while the conductor telephoned for an engine inspector, the driver had large notes and large letters, which he hung on Joseph in front and behind. Danger, keep away. Soon Neil arrived. Sir Topham Hatt was on board. Cheer up, Joseph, said Sir Topham Hatt, and the inspector will soon put you right. driver told them what had happened. The V pipe is blocked, said the inspector. I'll just look in the tanks. He climbed up and peered in. And then he came down. Excuse me, sir. Please look in the tank and tell me what you see. Certainly, Inspector replied. Sir Topham Hatt. He climbed up, peered in, and then fell off in surprise. Inspector, he whispered, can you see fish? Gracious goodness me, how did the fish get there, driver? We must have fished them with the rope in our baskets, replied Joseph's driver. Well, said Sir Topham Hatt, and if you shouldn't have seen that coming, you should have seen. You should have seen heard that you should have seen Thomas get fish in his boiler, or how Warbird had accidentally had milk in his boiler too. Ooh. But anyways, fish don't suit you, Joseph, so we must get them out. They went on Joseph's cab, and Sir Topham Hatt told everyone how to fish. And as soon as they caught all the fish, they had a lovely picnic supper of fish and chips.